can't get no satisfaction.
Parklife came about because it's very much a true story, or a series of true stories, based on the experiences of homeless people in North Sydney. Over the years, I've worked with homeless people and assisted them to find housing and support, and they often told me their stories and what it was like to be homeless in North Sydney, and I wrote some of those experiences down. I put the stories of different people into one character called Jim. I thought, what a fantastic community play this would actually make. I called it Parklife because most of the experiences actually had occurred in parks, and many of the interactions with people from North Sydney had occurred in parks, hence the name Parklife. I typed it all up and wrote it down, but it never really went anywhere. For about 2 or 3 years, it just gathered dust. It wasn't until last year, 2014, that we had the opportunity to apply for a grant. So I thought, well, let's have a go at this. I had no idea how we were going to do it. I was lucky enough to have the support of the council. I was also very lucky to find someone who was interested in being a director. Nick Foster, who has some great experience in doing a whole range of different drama and playwriting things. He took on developing the script and took on training these people who wanted to do the acting, and what a fantastic job he's done as well.
I became involved in Parklife when Chris approached me and said, look, I've got this idea of a play. Could you develop it? And he gave me a sort of treatment of a script which set the wheels in motion.
And I guess the main task was to find some actors. And I was really looking for raw talent. I wasn't looking for accomplished, experienced actors. I was looking for raw talent from North Sydney.
What's it all about? Right.
People who wanted to act but hadn't acted for a long time or had never acted, who were willing to take part in this play and get across the message, a very serious message, that homelessness does exist in North Sydney.
I'm not going near him. He looks a bit shabby. Yes, I think he must be homeless.
So I put notices out in the community notice boards, the community centres, and waited the response, and I was pleasantly surprised.
First of all, Chris asked for people to volunteer their services. Consequently, we had a lot of people coming into the rehearsal, and some stayed and some didn't, so we didn't really have a concrete cast until about the third week.
And eventually, I think we ended up with a very keen core group of about 6 people who really wanted to make this play happen. And the interesting thing about the 6 core group people are that they're all very different backgrounds, which makes it, I think, a much more interesting process.
Listen! Listen! Listen!
They've really sort of come together as a group and evolved and developed and have really gelled with each other, and that's been a really good experience.
Oi! I was listening to that.
It was a bit loud, Joe.
I like it loud. Give me that bottle.
They've all brought something to this play. They've all taken an interest in the issue of homelessness.
Just an extra week, I promise. I'm off the booze. That's in the past.
No, no, no. That's it. I've heard enough. That's it. Finish. No more bullshit. That is it.
It gets the idea of people being homeless out into the wider audience and public, and makes them more aware of it.
You mean you're just going to throw me out on the street?
That's how Parklife really came about. It was an incremental process. We never knew where we were really going to be going, or what we were really going to do at the end, or what the end goal was. I think from my point of view, it's been a fantastic process. It's involved 6 to 8 people who are extremely talented and probably didn't realise it.
I beg you, Joe. Please, no more drinking.
Oh, shut up. Don't keep nagging me.
It's not good for you.
I said shut up.
It's been a good experience for people to get together and to create something, and I think that's always a good thing.
Nick has done a tremendous job as the director, the trainer. He's worked so hard on getting this group to work together, and then to have Crew Cut come in and assist us with the final production and getting it all, the glue, getting it all together to fit together and get a recording, which is absolutely wonderful. It's beyond my wildest dreams, and my hope now is that Parklife is played on community radio and is also perhaps, and this is probably pushing a bridge too far, I would like to think that we can actually do one live performance of Parklife in North Sydney.
What's it all about, Ralphie?
Looking back on the whole process, the process has been absolutely fantastic.
You came and you gave without taking.
I really say it's been good for me, and I hope that people enjoy it and that They get something from it.
Hey, you want to have some fun?
And my big hope is that other communities have a look at this or listen to this play, and they decide to take on and do something similar and get a community radio play going. It's a fantastic experience, a fantastic process, and there's lots of outcomes that you don't expect. Well worth doing.
If this is life, then I don't want it. If this is love, then set me free. If there is hope, then tell me where to find it. Give me some light and help me see. We sing and dance to pass the hours. We play with time as if it's free. And though I'm sad, I have an understanding. Though what we need is just to be. If this is life, and I don't want it. If this is love, then set me free. If there is hope, then tell me where to find it. Give me some light and help me see.
Excellent.